Hi, this is Cheryl Mays from Rise and Shine CF, and I am excited to come to you today. So, generally, the award, I'm sorry, gosh, the Author's Lane is, I was going to say the award show. The, the Author's Lane is generally presented at 3 p.m., and today we had some technical issues, my issues, that didn't happen, but I am so thankful that Miss Melinda Kelly decided to come back, and we're just going to go live. So here we are. So if there are any errors, it's happening right now. You are so this is all for your benefit.
We're just having a party.
There you go. Exactly. Why not? If you can't enjoy some of the things that happen, then then we're too stressed out, and get over it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Author's Lane. This is our segment that we have every day at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. So this is the first time we've gone live at 3 p.m. So I am so excited because I am using a different platform. You guys have just absorbed all of Zoom, so there's no room for me. So I have gone to StreamYard, which is actually pretty cool. So if you get a chance to check it out, check it out. So I am going to introduce to you our author of the day, Miss Melinda Kelly. And Melinda has written a book that is called Finding Your Coach, Diving Deep Within. And so I want to talk to you first about the title of the book.
Well, it started because it was my own search. I had always been told my entire life I should write. And that's exciting and terrifying because suddenly there's all this pressure on you. So I went forward to find someone to help me discover my muse. And the first person I regret was not a good fit. For whatever reason, it wasn't good. So when I got my nerve up again and started meeting with other people that were eminent in their fields, that did so many things, and I found everybody in the room was getting stuff, but I wasn't getting that much stuff. And as much as we don't like to admit it, sometimes it might be us. And that's how I started looking within, diving deep within, because I truly believe that any person who's in the coaching, counseling, nurturing arena, they are there because they want to help you get your dreams.
It's so interesting that you talked about that. Looking at yourself, because a lot of times we look for people and we go, well, I didn't get anything from the seminar, from the workshop, from the training, so it must be a bad person or a person that's just not good at what they're doing because I didn't get anything. And so you shifted that mindset.
Well, and of course, when you go to these conferences, were you up late the night before? Was traffic terrible? Did you slide in with a cup of coffee and a grumpy attitude? Are you at the front of the room? Are you at the back of the room? Are you wondering why you're here to begin with? Until we're honest about how we are presenting, we're not fully meeting the presenter who's sharing their knowledge.
And so, sometimes, we talk about, we go to these meetings, and I know when I go, I always believe that somewhere I'm going to walk away with a nugget. Even if it's, one nugget, something that's going to help me in my journey, in my path, or just in, some work that you're doing at that particular time. And so when you come in with that open mindset, then you have the ability to actually receive, because if not, then you're blocking what could be a gift.
And unfortunately, I know I've been guilty of this, so I'd be willing to bet one or two other people have. You walk in and you sit down and it's a topic on turnips. And I know about turnips.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking, and I know about that. I know about that. I know about that. And we are so busy being full of our limited knowledge that suddenly when something beautiful is just presented to us, we don't hear it. Because we're so full of ourselves.
That is so true. I'm excited to talk to you because there are a couple of things that I've written down that I've gotten from your website, from your bio that you actually sent me. And one of the pieces that I wrote down is that you said we improve once we realize what we are doing.
Yes. Good or bad. When we start doing something and we get into a routine of it, and we don't think about it, we just repeat. But when we take that moment to think about how can I do this better, we open all these possibilities. And in that moment are creative sparks. And we can then sit there and think, oh, I could do this or I could do that. And it could be anything from cooking dinner, making a presentation, having a slideshow, PowerPoint for a meeting. But once we open that little door, there's so much that can happen.
And that's like the premise of the book, isn't it? To dig deep down inside, open up that door, and I guess if it's for your edification.
And none of this is, I'm going to take you to the depths of the abyss. You're going to face the fact that you did not get the bottle you wanted as an infant. No. These are traits and tendencies that I realize I had. And as I mention them to other people, they were like, oh, I do that too. And there are a lot of universal things we do that we don't realize are gently sabotaging us and holding us back. And if we can take the time, just look at it. To look at how I'm so smart, I'm stupid. I've gone to this meeting to learn. And I'm so busy being full of my knowledge. There's no room for what you care to share.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it's just that little fine tune that opens up doors to us.
When I do a lot of training, and one of the things that I share is that to get a different outcome to your event, to your situation, you have the ability to respond differently. But a lot of times what happens is, to what you're speaking to, as I think about it, is that we look back at the events that we've had in our past and the actions that we coming from those events. And some of those things we just have not gotten over. You haven't gotten over the person that, when you were 10 years old that beat you up on the playground, and, something along those lines, or something that you didn't get for Christmas. And you allowed that to limit you from being able to be, to dig deep within and to be open and free and able to receive.
So very true. When we don't acknowledge, there's a little, some people say 3-year-old, some say 5-year-old, that sits within us and remembers every little slight. And that little kid can hold us hostage because that little one doesn't want us hurt. He doesn't want us being left out. He doesn't want someone saying mean things to us. But that was a 3-year-old. We're now a 33-year-old. We have words and the ability to draw our own boundaries and to be able to say that's not all right. So that little 3-year-old who is so sweet and deep And there's a beautiful part of that 3-year-old to keep. But we need to let that 3-year-old stop guarding our emotions.
That is such a great way of phrasing it. That
Thank you.
younger us is guarding our emotions. You know, and sometimes you want to look back and go, as I am in the 33, right, which I'm not, but yeah.
We're all 21.
There you go, right? But as you look back and you go, what would I tell that 3-year-old? What would I tell that 10-year-old based on the wisdom, knowledge, and experience that I have now that would allow you to come through a little differently and end up in a different place?
To not be so defensive and guarded. And we don't realize how much we bring forward in everything we do.
Mm-hmm.
One of the areas I talk about is we don't tend to really look at our relationship with adult supervision.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we all have a knee-jerk to it. We may not like it when somebody calls us on something, or when we get told we cannot do something. If we haven't shifted our sense of our parents or a mean employer
Mm-hmm.
and view them as an individual trying to keep this team going forward, we're gonna dig a ditch of annoyance and never be able to fully work well with them, because there's always that pebble in the shoe you're worried about.
Mm-hmm. That is so true. You know, there's another phrase that I wrote down from the information that I gathered, and that is to understand the difference between happiness and success.
I love this. And for so long, happiness has been relegated to a checkbook with a dollar sign, numbers, and a decimal point. But yet, happiness has nothing to do with the bank balance. If you talk with the gardener, they're going to tell you about their beauty rose, about their fruit tree that has apricots, about something they planted they never knew would grow. If you ask a teacher, she will probably tell you about this small child she worked with who had the hardest time reading. And by the end of the year, he could read a pretty good amount of his book. That happens to be success and happiness. But it was happiness that she was most focused on. We don't tend to think about a lot of other forms of success. If you've ever been in a play, well, each and every one of you has put your pieces together, and collectively, you have created an artistic project. And when the curtain goes down and the applause is out there, that is your collective success. If you've ever been in a choir or been singing with friends, there's that moment when it is just perfect, and you feel it in your being. And that is your collaborative success, when each and every one of you has made something so special that it's touched your heart. We don't think about all these other levels of success that we're enjoying every day.
You know, I think that's so appropriate, especially today and what we're all dealing with today. You know, and we can look at the fear, we can look at our future with, uncertainty. We can, think of all the negative things that are going to come from this for the next month, the next year, however long it's going to take a person. And you still have the ability to look and find gratitude and happiness in still what's happening.
And to find, nature is lovely about giving us little lessons. We can order something and get around to it. and then be surprised it doesn't grow. Because we did it on our schedule, not on nature's.
Mm-hmm.
But the lesson is next time I order that, it's going in the ground right away. And then I've learned my lesson that everything doesn't revolve around my convenience. There are laws to nature. Says you can't sit and leave a plant out for weeks and get to it when it's convenient.
That's a law for me, because I'm one of those people that go, oh, I forgot I left it in the trunk of the car, the plant. I left it in the back seat. I was going back out to get it.
Now, I do say talk to them.
Yes. I absolutely agree with you there. So, Melinda, tell me this. The book,
Yes.
Finding Your Coach, Diving Deep Within. What would you want a reader to walk away with after they've read your book?
I would like for them to realize they are not alone.
Mm-hmm.
That these little things we do are little things we all do. That little changes can benefit them greatly. That they don't have to do everything overnight. They can look at what's going to help them develop and grow. That life is an ongoing journey. And so we're always trying to make sure that we're adding to our story.
I love that. So guys, you have heard it here. This is Melinda Kelly. The book is Finding Your Coach, Dive Deep Within, and there is the book there. I meant to actually put a picture of it up there, but you've got it, so that's awesome. And it is available on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And you have another book coming out in June, correct?
Yes, I do. I am working right now on it's my little baby, and it's not yet ready, but it is Life is a Hammock.
Nice. I like that.
And a little novella about life when you think you've got it all figured out, only to discover maybe you didn't know what was important.
So now, if your books are a lot about self-awareness.
Yes.
And because that was your journey.
Yes.
And you share your journey with the readers, because I'm sure it's going to resonate with a lot of individuals. You know, we are all on a journey of our own. And there are similarities. There are things that, you know, we have the ability to help someone else by sharing our story and letting them know that, you know, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Tomorrow does come. All of those things that we think are clichéic are actually true.
And more, you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
This idea that someone is born and walks through life perfectly is really cute, but not real.
It's great to think that, but you said, let's do a reality check, right?
Exactly.
Well, I love the concept of the book. I hope readers actually check it out, because I think it's going to be something that you will truly find is beneficial for yourself, for your growth as a book club. You know, if you're into book clubs, I think this would be a great opportunity. So go to Amazon, check it out. And before we finish, though, there are a couple of off questions I want to ask you, a little quirky, a little fun. So, as a writer, what would you choose as your mascot, your avatar, or your spirit animal?
I should have an answer for you.
I love the one we talked about earlier.
Well, you didn't say author, which is why the one I had In our previous lovely conversation, I said Agatha Christie for her keen intellect, the amazing puzzles she put together, the remarkable life she lived as a woman of her time, and even in such a close time, she lived a life no one knew.
I love Agatha Christie books. So, you know, and I think everybody has either seen or heard of or read as a child an Agatha Christie book.
And it's just an adventure.
It truly, truly is. And the other question is, because this year everyone has a word for the year, a word that is their mantra, is their affirmation, something that they actually look to and go, okay, it focuses you and it keeps you grounded. And so what would your word for the year be?
My word is gratitude. I believe in living a life filled with gratitude. It may sound hokey, but we are so spoiled with every day, and to us not be just grateful every moment. That's not to say that bad things don't happen. They happen to everybody. But there's a difference between an annoyance and bad. And when I look at my day, I'm very grateful for the beauty, the experiences, all that is filled it.
You know, it's interesting because even in the situation that we're in today, there are still, you know, I always share with people, there are still at least 3 things at the end of the day that you can come up with as gratitude, things that you are grateful for. You know, and it can be as simple as, you know, my neighbor smiled at me today, and they never do that. You know, something that you remember that just makes you go,
yeah.
Feel this warmthness that just comes over you.
I love the fun of, I've been helping some of my older friends learn how to work FaceTime or their iPhone so that they can still be part of their family. And I'm thrilled I can help them.
Yeah,
and I'm thrilled they trust me that I'm not going to roll my eyes at them.
That's that patience. That's that patience that comes in. Well, you know what, Ms. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us here today. Guys, listen, the book is right there on the screen. Melinda Kelly, she is showing you the cover, so when you get to Amazon, you know you have the correct book because you can see the cover right there. Finding Your Coach, Diving Deep Within. It's on Amazon, and I always talk about the importance of reviews. And so I just want to spend a really, how important is it getting a review from a reader for you?
I love it. I love it because it's a conversation between the two of us. If I've given you something to think about, I'm delighted. If you read it and felt, no, we didn't match, thank you, I respect that. But it's a lovely way to see how what I'm saying resonates and helps others. And who knows, you may offer me some food for thought that I need to develop and offer accordingly.
There you go. You know, that's the thing about it is whether it's a positive review or a non-positive review, you still have the ability to take it, look at it, you know, digest it, and then, you know, make a correction, which is what we want. It's the feedback.
Mm-hmm. And feedback is feedback.
Exactly.
I respect that you took the time.
And you know, I always share with
oh, that was lovely. Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. And I always share with people, it could be 3 words, it could be a sentence, it could be a paragraph. It doesn't matter, you know, the length of it, just the fact that, to your point, you took the time to actually write it, put it on either Amazon under their reviews or on your website. or on Facebook, wherever wherever you want the review to be. It's just definitely appreciated. And so, guys, here you are. You have Miss Melinda Kelly, the author of Finding Your Coach, Diving Deep Within. It is available on Amazon. You also have the ability to follow her on her website, which I have here. There is, see how great this platform is? See? There is your website, melindajkelly.com. And then she also has her social media, which is Melinda J. Kelly on all of the social media. You are on Facebook, Pinterest. Let's just say this. I remember this. Every social media platform except TikTok.
Yet.
Yeah, okay, there you go. So you definitely have the ability to connect with Miss Melinda Kelly. Follow her on Facebook. Find out when that next book is coming out. Definitely let her know about this book as you go ahead and get it. And I want to thank you again for joining us, and thank you for your flexibility in actually having a second interview. And I totally appreciate you.
Well, it's just as much fun as the first one, and just a delightful day together.
Well, thank you so very, very much. So, guys, listen, get the book. Join us again. This is the Author's Lane. We share authors that actually come and share their inspiration. They open up their hearts. They tell you, they share with you the words that you're reading on print, where it came from, and why they made this such an effort to click, so that you can enjoy it, you can laugh, you can have a mystery, you can, whatever the genre is, that you have an experience with it. And so that's what books do for us. They make us laugh, they make us cry, they give us hope, they give us inspiration and motivation. And that's what the Author's Lane is all about. So definitely go out, get the book. Join us again this evening at 8 p.m. where we will do a watch party. Technology is going to be fabulous. So we will have a watch party where you actually get to ask questions and just enjoy after dinner, and the kids have settled down. You can actually sit down, and who knows, you might have another book by next week to read, because we are all looking for things to do. So pick up a book. Remember, today is a fabulous day. Thank you for joining me, Cheryl Mays from Rise and Shine CF, Miss Melinda Kelly, the author of Finding Your Coach, Diving Deep Within. Definitely go out and get it. Have a fabulous day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.